Good morning. My name is Samantha Hevage. So today I am going to start another session with the Cambridge O-level computer science. The paper number is 2210. You remember that we have discussed one of the paper, international school paper. So we were discussing one of the international school paper these days. And you remember that in last video I have done the security and ethics chapter, right? In that chapter, you remember that we have discussed the understanding the internet risk. So, what kind of a internet risk you will get? For example, viruses, spyware, right? Trojan horses, adware, malware, so like that. So we will continue from this, where we have stopped, yeah, on that video. Okay. Yeah, so you remember that we last time we have discussed about the understanding the internet risk, right? This is regarding the adware, malware, right? Worms, spam, phishing, right? Okay, right? Okay, so today we will discuss about protection against the internet risk. Okay, so first internet risk we will discuss. This is you already aware the antivirus software. You know the virus. When you talk about the virus, what does it mean? Virus is it nothing but it's a computer programs, right? We say it's also a computer program. It's also a computer program, but what's the purpose of it? It's harmful, harmful to the computers, right? So it's not good for the computer, even the users and all. So every time, what are the main features of viruses? What kind of features you can say? So through the viruses, there are a lot of distractions happen. For example, uh, you know, it's unexpected. We can say unexpected result happen. For example, what are the unexpected result? For example, machine is get stuck, or machine rebooted without saying any messages, and even your data file format has been changed, right? Data file format has been changed, or not only change, modify, or even delete. So we are saying that wipe out data. So this is the infection of the viruses. So if the virus is infected to your computers, it can do a lot of malicious activities, right? Even you can't work. So that's why how do you avoid this kind of activities? We can use antivirus guard. So antivirus guard is also a kind of a computer program where it's stop and quarantine the viruses in your computer. So quarantine means some there are some antiviruses guard, they can capture the viruses, but they can't totally eliminate it or totally delete. It's not possible, right? So because of that, but that particular antivirus guard can stop the functions of the viruses. It's like a lockdown the viruses. So it's called quarantine, right? So that kind of a feature is there in antivirus guard. Even there are some other features as well. There are, you can email filter in, you can block your whatever the website and all. So a lot of features are there in the antivirus guard. So nowadays when you talk about the Windows, in a Windows based operating system, now there's a virus guard called Windows Defender, right? I think you are aware of that, right? let me tell you some of the features of Windows Defender. So you can, when you, if you want to look at that, so you can say Windows Defender, right? Go to the computer. So see Windows Defender Firewall, right? So if you click this, so this is the Windows Defender, right? Windows Defender, right? Firewall with advanced security. So this is the one of the feature in the Windows operating system, right? Even you can say virus, virus and threat protection, right? So this is the exact feature. So Windows Defender is a software firewall. So we will come to later firewall. So this is virus and threat protection. So what does it mean? This is a kind of a software tool inbuilt or embedded into the Windows 10 operating system, and it says that, right? See, you can see the features, real-time protection, right? That means locate and stop malware for installing and running on your device. You can turn off. So this is a real-time protection. That means while you are accessing the internet, while you are doing some work, right? So this antivirus protection or the virus and threat protections will alert whatever the activities, whatever the malfunctions, that might cause in your computer damage, right? So those are they are every time 24 into 7. If your machine is turned on and if it is machine is internet or exposed to the internet, it will check and alert. If some viruses are detected, definitely it will find and it will delete it. Okay, so remember that. So this is very good point. Even see, there are a lot of features there. See, account protection, firewall and network protection, apps and browse control, data security. So these all are features because of the your protection of the computer, right? So remember that. So this is comes as a inbuilt feature in the Windows 10. Normally Windows 10 having the operating system itself having the security feature. This is the one of the best security feature. Okay, is it okay? Good. So I think you can see these features, right? So this is very practical thing, right? You have to. So my suggestion is to you go and test your computer. Okay, where these options are available in your Windows 10 machine, and how what kind of things you can do. So if you are not sure, you can further read in by through the internet or through the YouTube. There are a lot of YouTube videos, very good YouTube videos where it's showing how you can configure, how you can make use of these features in an optimum way. Okay, right, great. So we will go to the next question even. Okay, next point. Okay, so this is antivirus, right? So antivirus software is a type of utility software used to scan in and removing the viruses from a computer. We know that. While many type of antivirus program exist, their primary purpose is to protect computers from the viruses, remove any viruses. Yes, that we know. Okay, now we'll go to the firewall. So this is very important point, right? The firewall. Definitely there will be a question in firewall because these days firewall is a prominent in IT world because without the firewall no one can protect. See, nowadays I think now COVID-19 this COVID-19 situation, most of the hackers are active at the moment, right? So there are a lot of issues at the moment in the most of the European countries, even the America and all. So they are getting a lot of threats from the hackers. I think you also heard that. So a lot of cyber criminals, cyber activities are happening because even at this kind of a worst case they are going to hack the most of the people are going to hack the this health industry systems, right? It's inevitable. So it's not it's not no one is respect that kind of activities, right? At this kind of a situation. So if your company having the lack of security, that means if you are not using the firewall, sometime you are using the firewall, but you are not configuring enough to protect your network, right? So definitely there are some vulnerabilities can that kind of a scenario, the people can hackers can come and hack your system and delete your data and take your financial information and take your confidential information, and they say that okay, I'm going to disclose this information if you are not paying this much of money. So that kind of a cyber criminal activities happening at this time even moment, right? So these days, very most of even the we heard that even the World Health Organization company also have kind of a very vulnerability to hack, right? So remember that, right? Okay. Uh, so firewall. You have any question on firewall? Yeah. You know what kind of a firewall you have in the market? Anything firewall? Firewalls, it's like this. Firewall can be a what? Firewall can be software firewall, right? It could be a software firewall, even it could be a hardware and software both. Hardware and software. The firewall is a very high security mechanism where every company use these days, hardware and software firewall. So as so in a Windows environment, in the operating system, Windows operating system, we have default firewall, right? Windows firewall. This is called Windows firewall. Windows firewall. So what's the purpose of the firewall? Normally, it's like this, no? I will draw the diagram here, to just to explain. So assuming that this is the router, this is the router. Router is connected to the normally what? Cloud, right? Cloud means what? Internet. Okay, it is internet, right? It is internet. So normally when the company is structured, it will structure like this. This internet is there. Then when it's come to the inside the company, then first you will get meet the router. Then after router, we will put the firewall, right? This is the firewall. This is firewall. After firewall, you have other equipments, networking equipment like switches, right? Switches and all. So switches are connected to where? It's connected to the endpoint. Endpoint mean workstation. A computer, it could be a computer, laptop, desktop, whatever the thing, right? Whatever the thing. So these are very important. Uh, so this is how the network comes. So when the data is coming from this particular user, it comes to the switch. Then switch is crossing the firewall. When it crossing the firewall, it checks some. We say that the firewall has a firewall rules. What? Firewall rules, right? Rules. So we can have any firewall rules. We can have firewall rules. So if we have a firewall rules, what the firewall does, it checks all the conditions, and after these condition is satisfied, only it will go send it to the router. The router directly send it to the internet. Okay. So this is other way around also. So this is what traffic? This is called outgoing traffic, right? So I just talked about outgoing traffic. That means what do you mean by outgoing traffic? The traffic which is inside the company, which is generated inside the company, and it goes out to the cloud. Got it? Through the firewall and then router and then the cloud. Okay. So that's how it's happening. So this, yeah. So then it comes to the internet firewall. Sorry, incoming traffic. So incoming traffic is the main point because most of the viruses are coming through viruses. Hackers are there trying to intercept your system outside, right? Through the from the internet side. When the traffic is come, we are saying that it's a incoming traffic. So because these traffic are coming to the inside the organization, got it? Incoming traffic. Okay. So this incoming traffic again pass the router and it comes to the firewall at the at this time. So when the incoming traffic arrives is to the firewall, then firewall checks whatever the rules, incoming traffic rules. So yeah, so if we have a normally we have some list called like blacklist. Blacklist. Blacklist mean the blacklist and whitelist. Yeah, this is very good point, right? So blacklist and whitelist. So whitelist means it's a listed website or the URA, Unified Resource Locator, or Unified Resource Identifier, right? So these URL are allow. Allow means you can go without any issue. Got it? This is genuine traffic. Okay, these are genuine traffic. But if it is in a blacklist means it's a those list are vulnerabilities. We say that it's dangerous, right? It's dangerous or it cause harmful if you are visiting those websites. So that is blacklist. So that's why sometimes some website will be make as a blacklist. That means no, it's that website having the virus, and that sometimes that website is made of by some hacker. So because of that, the internet can identify, okay, this website should not be allowed to operate in the internet. So they say that, okay, this website, no one don't access this website. So if you want to uh, you know eliminate to access this website, so you can make it as a blacklist. Got it? Okay, so we have a blacklist and the whitelist, right? So blacklist mean that is a banned website. In other words, it's a banned website. Whitelist means it's a allow, genuine, permitted website. Very simply, I can say like that. Okay, so this is firewall and the software and then hard. So okay, so I think this is the nature of the firewall. So I talk about this is hardware and software firewall. Huh? Normally, we are saying that hardware and software firewall, it's like a box. Nowadays, we have a Cisco ASA firewall, right? ASA firewall. Then we have a firewall called uh, we have a Palo Alto. Palo Alto is a good firewall at this time in the market. And the checkpoint is the number one in the market, right? So there are a lot of demand in these are very sophisticated system, and this is they most of the firewall like Palo Alto checkpoint are used by the most of the enterprise level companies, right? Not on so this is very huge. We have to invest a lot of money to put the system into the play in your company. So yeah, most of the small and medium, that means small and medium company can't afford this much of money or this much of investment to put it to the company. So most of the enterprise company, that means it's most of the multinational companies, so they can afford money, and they will definitely take this kind of a sophisticated, highly secure product to in their yeah, corporate network, and they want to protect their vital information, so they don't want to hack their data, right? Most of the banking system in the industry, healthcare system, right? Most of the this F&G system, right? Food and beverage system. So food and beverage companies. So most of the companies, industries, They use these kind of high sophisticated hardware and software firewall because their company information is very vital. Yeah. Okay. So this is about the firewall, and I will show you. So even we have a basic firewall in even in Windows that is called Windows Firewall. So you there are a lot of things even you can do this firewall as well. So you can go, you can say firewall, check the firewall, then see Windows Defender Firewall, right? Right. See, this is the firewall. See, Windows Defender Firewall can help prevent hackers and malicious software from gaining access to your PC through the internet or network. So it defined that. So what this Windows Defender Firewall does can help prevent hackers or malicious software for gaining access to PC, right? So at the moment, see this firewall state is on. Incoming connections means what? What do you mean by the incoming connection? It's the connections coming into the organization. It says that block all the connection to apps that are not listed in the allow apps. See. So there are application, there are a list called allow app, and another one we have deny app. So see, in the firewall, even the Windows or hardware, they can do only two things, either allow or either deny. So that depend that decision is made up by a lot of criteria, a lot of conditions. So each and every traffic, even the data packet, go through all of those conditions, all of those criteria. Then if that criteria is more vulnerable, more or less good, then it comes to the allow app. If it is bad, then definitely it will be denied. So that's how the firewall work in the company, right? Right. So this is a computer software firewall, right? So this is not a hardware firewall. This is using the software. We can there are a lot of features you can look at in your computer as well. Turn on Windows firewall. So anything you can stop. At the moment, my firewall is on. See, there's option called block all incoming connection, including those in the list allow. So if you want, you can block incoming connection. If you click this, even I can't browse the internet, right? So that kind of a thing happens. Turn off. So you can sometime you have to turn off the firewall, right? Turn on the firewall. Something there are options. Sometime some application not allowed to install. So at that time we can stop the firewall for the temporary basis. We can install the particular software and we can again turn on the firewall. For example, normally if you do some tracking means that we some people are doing track the software. So tracking the software is there are some track files you have to install into your computer, then only the application can be used without the license. So at that time also the people do these things. That means people go and stop the firewall, because firewall can identify, okay, this is a threat to the computer. They won't let you install that particular that file. So because of that you have to stop the firewall, then they won't check that, right? Then you can install that malicious software even, and you can you crack the software and you can use it, right? So that is the idea about the firewall. This is the software firewall. Earlier I have discussed with you the software hardware firewall. Hardware and software both, right? Okay. I think you have now good idea about the firewall. Yeah. Okay, so it says that firewall is a program or hardware device that filters the information coming through the internet connection into the personal computer or onto the company network, right? Okay. Firewall establishes the barrier between the trusted, secure internal network or another network that is assuming not to be secure and trusted. Many hardware-based firewall also offer the other functionality internet there. So yeah, they have in a hardware firewall. It's very expensive, right? The hardware firewalls are very expensive, so you have to invest a lot of money to buy and even the configure. So you should have some special skill to configure that. So who should the firewall configuration is done by the security professionals. So security professionals at the moment is very highly demanding, highly demanding profession in the IT industry. So if you are qualified in the as a security professional, right, you can earn a lot of money at the moment. I mean, there are a lot of highly demanding positions, right? But you should have a high skill, right? So there are a lot of people who is doing security side, right? For example, they are learning firewall, how to configure the firewall. There are some vendor certifications, right? The security certifications. So at the so in yeah, so I urge you to, if you after you do A levels, right? So if you are okay, if you are willing to do with IT side, I prefer you go with this IT security side or the cyber security. So there are a lot of potential. You can earn a lot of money, and you can get a lot of certification, and you can get qualified, right? So highly demanded and highly recognizable positions you can hold in organization, right? Okay. Okay, now we will go to the many personal computers operating system include software-based firewall to protect against threat from the public internet. Many routers that pass data between network contain firewall components, and many hardware-based firewall can perform basic routing function. You remember that even our ADSL routers and all. I think even you are having what kind of router you have? Is a SLT connection or the dialog? Sorry, Lanka Bell. Ah, okay. So anyway, you have a router, right, at home? Yeah. So see, that is ADSL router normally, right? Asynchronous digital subscriber line, ADSL router. In that router also, there's a firewall features, right? There are firewall features. So inbuilt firewall is there. That means when you are exposed into internet, right? When you are exposed into internet, it will uh, it will it will check by the firewall, right? If it is a threat, it will stop, right? I think you can mute from your side, or when you are speak only, just open just when you speak only, you just unmute and talk, and again you unmute it. Okay. Right. So next one, it's Foxy server. So this is very good point, right? What is Foxy server? So anyway, the Foxy server also, it's a kind of a protection, right? Protection for what? A protection for traffic, right? That means when you there are some certain system you have to access through the down the line, the accessing the path or the connection should be genuine. So because of that, people use foxes. So what's the proxy means is when you go access through the proxy, it has a correct path, right? That path you already know that. So there is no vulnerability in that path. That's why we are enabling the proxy. Even most of the company, they use proxy to access the internet. Why? When you are accessing the Foxy through the internet, the Foxy even can block the traffic, right? When the traffic is goes to the Foxy, if the Foxy says that okay, you can't allow this website because of the security reasons, so Foxy will be block that outgoing connection, then it won't allow to access that particular website or the whatever the web content, right? So Foxy is a good example, right? So it sometimes it act as a firewall. Yes, it act as a firewall. So we go through the Foxy. A Foxy server may act as a firewall by responding to input traffic connection request, for example, while blocking other packet containing suspicious data. Ah. So what they are saying, so it acts as a firewall responding to input traffic. That means connection request, for example, while blocking other packet containing suspicious data. It's like this. Internet is there, cloud. Here Foxy is there. When X comes, it's also check. There's a checkpoint here. In that checkpoint, they check that, okay, what is the connection request or what is the trusted party, right? Trusted party can be allowed. Untrusted party, it will be suspicious data, it will be blocked. That's the purpose of the Foxy. Blocking other packets containing suspicious data, right? Okay. A Foxy server is a gateway from one network to another for specific network application. In the sense that is function as a Foxy on behalf of the network user. Yes, this is say. So that's why I said that there are some we say ERP application, enterprise resource planning, some middle range system, some whatever the SQL applications outside the company, right? It's in the cloud, so people inside the company, people want to access those website. So what the Foxy will be allowed to, genuine path to access the ERP system, access to whatever the web content, or even you can browse the internet, you have to go to the Foxy, right? When you go through the Foxy, you can't access the torrent website, you can't access some other unwanted website, it already blocked by the Foxy. Right, that's why if you if you normally, I remember that sometime we have when we are accessing the internet, we have to go through the Foxy. So while we are going through the Foxy, sometime we can't access some downloaded movies, some songs, website we can't access and download it. So at that time what we do is we will disable the Foxy. We can disable the Foxy. When you are disabling the Foxy, what will happen? It will, it's like a no security. Got it? That means disabling the Foxy means it's like this. We ask the security guard to go home and ask, okay, I will take care, something like that. So no security is there, right? Then anyone can go anywhere and anyone can come. So that is the vulnerability if you disable the Foxy, right? Uh, Wait, I will check here where we can see the Foxy settings in the Internet Explorer. See, Foxy server. Use a Foxy server, then these features are inbuilt in computer, right? You can apply. See, Foxy server. Use a Foxy server for your LAN. These settings will not apply to dial-up or VPN connection. So normally, so dial-up and VPN connections are some other connection where through the VPN we can connect. That means outside the mobile users come into your organization through the virtual private network connections, right? So see what they say. You can put some settings here, right? So this is Foxy enable. If you have a Foxy, you can enable it, right? So we can take this, so you can address. So see, there are a lot of features, right? Server, HTTP server, port number, Foxy address to use, secure, FTP, file transfer, socket, right? So do not use Foxy server address beginning with. So we can ask to, okay, not to apply the Foxy, right? So use the same Foxy server for all protocol. So if you use HTTP, so other services also you can use the same protocol, right? So these are the Foxy setting in the Internet Explorer, right? So these are the very important point. This is, see, this is yes, Foxy server. It's related to the, you are trying to access from the LAN connection to the WAN connection, right? Foxy server, right? So even we'll check the Google Chrome Foxys, should be there. Settings, privacy and security, advanced. So there should be somewhere, you can apply the Foxy setting here also, right? So it should be in this one, the privacy and security. It's there. Yeah, somewhere here it should be there. Site settings, camera, flash, ads. See, lot of security features are there in your this website. I mean, every what every Google, uh, every this web browser, there are some conditions, right? See, earlier that day we have talked about the cookies, right? This is a Google Chrome cookies, right? Clear cookies, how you can clear a cookie, so something like that, right? Okay, I think Foxy server, you have a very good idea now, right? Okay. Now we will learn what is this XSL. Any idea this XSL, Sihat? Can you speak up? Okay, tell me. Set of rules for what? Hmm. Yeah, what is the basically happening? The SSL, what is basically happening? What is the concept behind that? No, it's a encryption. Yeah, it's a encryption. Nothing but. SSL is a kind of a encryption method, right? That is called Sql Socket Layer. What is the basic example for the encryption method when you are browsing the internet? What protocol you are using? Huh? What? HTTP, right? Yeah, it is HTTP. It's not HTTP. It's HTTPS. I think you remember that, right? This is, see, when you are browsing the internet, we have two protocols normally. Hypertext transfer protocol. This is not secure, right? This is not secure. So what do you mean by hypertext? Hypertext means image, graphics, right? Videos, audios, photos, whatever the hyper media. So you can transfer from one location to another, right? Through the telecommunication media. This is a client server architecture, right? I have teach these things earlier, right? So HTTP is not secure. That means you are going with a clear text. Okay, clear text. That means anyone can intercept and get the data. HTTPS means it's a padlock symbol, right? Padlock symbol, Sql Socket Layer, right? It is basically encrypted. It's encrypted data, right? It's a high secure. right? So this is the idea about the HTTP and HTTPS. Normally, most of the banking system, online banking, you can see that this HTTP, when you type even the website, it comes as HTTPS. It's a green color padlock symbol and the green color URL. So those are the features of how the HTTP, X denote in your web browser URL, right? Okay, got it right? Yeah, I will tell you. So this is the this HTTP and HTTPS working as application layer, right? Application. These are application protocols, right? Application protocols are the protocol which is defined in an application layer, right? Right. Okay, let's see this one. SQL Socket Layer. Okay, SQL Socket Layer is a SQL protocol developed to sending information securely over the internet, right? Many websites use SSL for secure area their sites such as user account pages, online checkout, and those kind. Most of the even eBay, Amazon, whatever the online shopping cart, every website, most of the dominant website goes with the SSL certificate or the secure or the HTTPS, right? Oh, so result in the page is secured by SSL. SSL encrypt the data being transmitted so that third party cannot eavesdrop. So this is the main point, eavesdropping. EAVES, right? Eavesdropping. Eavesdropping is a serious threat, right? So eavesdropping means if you have a connection, you are dealing with, you have a two-way connection. This is the client, and you are accessing the server. But at the middle, it will, this hacker or man in the middle, MID. We are saying the MID. Man in the middle will hack your uh, your network, and it just stay hiddenly and trying to eavesdrop whatever the important data or the bank credit card information, whatever the information goes, it will pick it up and use it for malicious activity, use for malicious. Okay, so very important point, these things, right? You have to know it. Okay, right. Okay, so actually here every time I am trying to show these things as a practical way. That's the point. See, these theories even you can read it and understand, right? Okay. But my point is, so where this SSL certificate, where you can see that, so that's what I want to show you, right? That's the importance of these lectures because you will see the practically where these things and how these things are applied. Okay, Sirat, you are there, right? Sirat? Okay, so now what I can do it, I will show you this SSL where I have a application layer protocol, application layer, email client is a kind of a application layer system where I have my company email addresses. I will show you. I will what I did was my email account, my official email account using this protocol. Which protocol? Uh, this SSL, right? That's that here. Go to setting, account setting. Yeah, here we go. Here, where this one. Okay, here we go with the more settings. SSL certificate, advanced. Okay, here you see. Use the following type of encrypted connection. See, SSL. I think you can see, right? So this is where this is practically using Sql Socket Layer. So what's the purpose? Use the following type of encrypted connection. So my email are encrypted. That means if I send an email to my business person, my business partner, that email is encrypted using what? Using my email is yeah, my email encrypted using this SSL certificate, right? So no one can, even the man in the middle, if he takes that, it's encrypted. It's a dummy data. So that's why I use this SSL certificate. See, I use SSL certificate. Even where, so we'll say outgoing, wait, this is outgoing, no, advanced, we'll say incoming. No, okay, incoming is here, where? POP3 here. Yeah, this is also, this is, yeah, this is okay. Where are other options? See, there are another option. What is the TLS? You see there, right? These are the very important point, right? I think very good. How did you know? Huh? Which book? Ah, yes, that is transport layer security. Yeah. So this is go beyond the SSL, right? If you compare with these two, right? If you compare with these two, right? If you are if you are compare with these two, this is very highly secured. Okay, this is highly secured transport layer security, right? So this is the place where you can actually apply. This is my email application. I use SSL because SSL only support to this server. That's why I use. If I use TLS, the TLS should be support from the web server side even, right? Right. Next one we say. Okay, now we will keep this for the moment. We will jump into the question. I think last question what we have done. Uh, where we have to do this, right? Okay. Describe how the sensors and computer system are used to monitor the patient and to alert doctor and nurses of the possible problem. Okay, the problem is like this. Patient in a hospital are monitored vital sign. Okay. For example, heartbeat and temperature, they use sensors, right? That is okay. That means that most of the healthcare sector, they have their electronic systems. There are some healthcare systems. They most healthcare system, they use sensors, right? Sensors, and those sensors are fit to the human body, and they check the heartbeat and whatever the temperature and whatever the MR scan, everything they are checking, right? So they mostly use sensors for do that. Okay. Result are displayed on a monitor in the form of new, yes, that is numbers are there like these patterns. It's like this, when you do MR scanning, it's like this, like no, it's like this, and no, and sometimes like this, right? So these are so there are some meaning of this. Sometimes this is showing that the range, or the sometimes this says, okay, what is the fluctuation? What is the fluctuation means what kind of a, from where it's stop and from where it's go high, something like that, right? Okay. So describe how sensors and computer system are used to monitor the patient. Okay. And to alert the doctor and nurses possible problem. See, if you look at the scanner, you can think this. So what kind of a alert system you can you can see, and when the doctor can see and make the decisions, because these MR scanning and whatever the heartbeat and whatever the temperature scanning and the systems, they will give some output. Sometimes this output will be hard copy, right? So, even whatever the scanning, the stomach scan, whatever the heart scan, there will be some X-ray, right? So X-ray, it says that, okay, so it shows so the human parts of the, inside what is happening. So the bones, if the bones are, broken, it shows that. So normally, if you are felt, the doctor say, okay, you go and do the get the scan of your leg, because leg is broken. The doctor should know, okay, where actually that broken happened. Then they will, according to that, they are going to treat it. So that's why. So those they use the, so how you are going to scan your leg? So it should be a sensor. So that's a sophisticated camera, right? The very high sensitive cameras. Using those cameras, they take your leg scan, right? They scan your leg and go inside the leg and see the bones and everything, what happened to your bones, from where it nerve, from where it's flat, something like that. Got it? Okay, so the question is, describe how the sensors and computers are used to monitor the patient, and how you are going to monitor the patient. And first of all, you have to answer this: how the sensors and computer system are used to monitor the patient. So what is the answer for that? You said the date. Can you read this? Can you read the answer for this one? This one. Yeah, so it's like this. See, so what kind of a alert? So it says to alert doctors and nurses of the possible problems. So describe how the sensors and computer system are used to monitor the patient, and to alert doctors. So normally, computer system even. So here you can say that, okay. So using the range of some result, right? Your result. So there should be a result, no? Sometimes the result comes like this. So if you, it's like a sheet, right? Sheet of paper. The print, the MR scan, there's a small printer. From that it comes out. Then when the doctor see that, the doctor can see the fluctuation, the variation, where it varied, something like that. You can mention like that, right? And this is the first problem, is how the sensor computer used to monitor the patient. So that is okay. So you use sampling rate, that is okay, regular intervals, right? But your system should, your answer is not precisely correct. So there should be some edit. We'll go through this. Where is that? This one, no? Yeah, sensors for oxygen, health pulse rate send a signal to computer. Convert ADC, that is analog to digital, convert into digital data. So computer compares this data with stored data and preset values and send vital sign data to monitors. If the new information is out of range, the computer sends signal. So that alarm or warn doctors and all. Yes, out of range. Signals need to be first converted to the analog by DAC. Signal need to be first converted to the analog, digital to analog. Monitoring is continuous until machine is switched off. Right. So, yeah, I think can you write this answer? I think your answer is not precise here. You can see a lot of points here, right? Can you write this answer? Because these are very important points. You have to say sensors. See, you have to use the words like, see, they use oxygen, heat pulse rate, whatever. You can say MR scan. So in other words, so use those sensors. So here it not mention the scanning. Even you can apply that scanning as well here. Can you do it? Okay. So you do it. I'll come in a minute, right? Okay. So we will go to the second question. That is, give two advantage of using this system rather than 24-hour monitoring by nurses. Right. So they are asking. So manually, right? Nurses are there 24 into 7, but if you if you ask to do that monitoring task to these sensors and computer system, what kind of advantage you will get? It saves the time and energy as it allows the nurses to attend the other matters which will be vital and demand. Yes, that is correct. It is quicker and more accurate than the measurement taken by nurses. Measurement accurate than the measurement. Yeah, because of the systems, right? It shows the extract value, right? Rather than because human, so you can say nurses sometimes human can make mistake, but machine won't make mistake because if they give in correct inputs, it will get correct output as well. So what they are saying, nurse issues. Nurses are too tired, right? They need breaks because it says that 24 into 7. Sometimes the nurse, healthcare sector, working people are less. Sometimes they use, rotating. They shifted. So at that time, some shifted. You know, there should be no nurses. So at that time, how you are going to monitor the patients? So that's kind of a matter. Should that those are practical issues in the hospital industry. So because no point, no worries because of the machines sensors are there. The sensors machines alert the patients everything, and if some urgent thing happen, that sensor can detect the immediate response coming from the patient, and they can alert to their nurses and doctors sometime through the SMS, through the email, that kind of a mobile, message to the mobile, something like that. They are saying that faster response to a given set of conditions. Yes, response is fast because of it happened by the system, right? Less expensive because leaves nurses free to do other tasks while others. So you mentioned that point as well. Yeah, that is your answer is okay for that question. Okay, we'll go to the third question. What is the output shown in both graphical and numeric form? Why? So why? So not what? Why? Why is the output shown in numeric and graphic? The graphical form is shown to represent the previous forms or patterns, right? Or the what this fluctuation, right? Fluctuation of the data. Okay, the numerical form is used to show the exact accurate value of the data reading. Yeah, some basically graphical form. So graphical form where it sees the it can shows the where it flattered and where the curve where it happened the curve. So what kind of a which range it changes happen, something like that. So it says that easier to see immediate trend. So what kind of a trend or the what kind of a pattern is there? Trend means pattern. Yes, and other one is OK draft or not OK draft may be easier to recognize at glance. Yes. So OK and so that is OK and not OK means so even when you see the draft, doctor can see because doctors knows doctor has a experience of looking out of those kind of a draft sometime 1,000, 10,000 because they if they are that is their job, right? So they know at the time of they see the draft they can say okay, this is okay or this is not okay. So that comes from the experience. Numbers are easier to read in some cases. Temperature, no need to interpret understand numbers. uh, yeah, sometime no need to understand numbers, even you directly you can see the draft and you can decide. Okay, those are the points. Can you note down whatever the points you didn't mention here? Sirat? Sihat? Okay, give me a second. Right. Siad, you there, right? Okay. So next question. Okay, that is now 7. Okay, this is just to Nand Gate. So yeah. So here how it comes AB, right? Here A is 0, here B first. So what will happen here? 0 become 1, no? Right. So then 1 1 become, this is AND gate, 1 1 become 1, then again 0. Right. Then 0 0 0, then again 1 1 1 1 again 0. This is correct. So other way around 0 1. Mm. So you make like this, right? Right, that is correct. Okay, this is correct. You know the way. Okay. So this is very easy. You have to put the values here, right? A is 0, then B is 1. Then you can, this is an AND gate, right? So on AND gate, you can decide how it comes. Then here it comes 1, here is 0, then 0, 1 is 0, 1, 0 means normally now 1, 0 is 0, then but here 1, right? Then here uh, 1 1 1 1 is 1 again 0 0 0 is 1 0 0 is 0 but again 1, that's why it 1 come like so you have done like that. Okay, so I don't want to go through that. You are okay, your answer is correct. You do it alone, no? This is right. Okay, good. Okay, then next question, what single logic gate has the same function as the above logic circuit? So signal logic gate has the same function. Yeah, this is what? O gate. That is correct. Yes, that's also correct. Complete the truth table. I think I check this. This should be. This is wrong. Wait, I'll check the answer. I think it's 0 0 0. Wait, I can't remember. There's some mistake. Yes. I think you have to do this is again. Can you do this again? This is wrong. This is O gate, XO gate. This is XO, right? Hello. So XO comes. How XO comes? Is AB. How XO comes? What's the answer for this? It's like this. Yeah. Okay. So then we'll go through here. You can see here. I'll check one. Then this is actually there's a wrong. There's this answer is wrong. So we'll just check here. 0 is there. Then B is so B also 0. Right? Then again C also 0. We'll check this. Then 0 0 when is 0 0 comes definitely answer is 0. The answer is 0. It's okay. Then here it's 0, then it 1. Here 0, it comes 0. This is OR gate. 0, 1, 1. Then 1, 0. 1, 0 is what? It's, uh, yes. So can you do it again? This is your own. You do it, and if I am on the line, you let me know after you finish. Okay. Okay. What you said that this is the answer, right? 1 0 0 0 1 1 1. Is this the answer you got finally? Ah, okay, great. Right. See that. See here. This is very easy question, right? So here you can't make mistake in here, right? So that's what. So what is the mistake you have done? I think you missed that 1 0 1. That's the one, right? Oh, okay. Okay, we will go to the next question as well. Uh, right. Wait, this one. A factory, right? A factory that manufacture cleaning product has a system and monitors the condition throughout the manufacturing process. Here, in a company, we are in a factory, we have a manufacturing process. In that manufacturing process, the manufacturing process happen through the conditions. Okay, so what are the condition? First, input A. If there's a two values, binary value 1 and 0. 1 means pH value greater than 7, less than 0 means less than or equal 7. The this is a temperature. The temperature value binary 1 means temperature less than 35. Temperature 0 means greater than or equal 35 Celsius. Okay. This pressure greater than or equal 80. Pressure binary value 1 means pressure greater than or equal 80, or pressure 0 means 0 binary value 0 means pressure less than 80. Okay, we will check this. The system will sound an alarm X when a certain condition detected. The alarm will sound when the pressure greater than or equal 80 and the temperature greater than or equal 35. Okay, so what are the answers? Normally, output, the will sound. Alarm will sound only from only above these the conditions should be satisfied. First condition, pressure should be greater than or equal 80 and temperature is less greater than or equal 35. Okay. And O means O gate, either the temperature less than 35 or pH value greater than 7. Okay, you want to, they ask you to draw a logic circuit to present the alarm system to the factory. Okay. Each logic gate must have a maximum of two inputs. Okay, so you will get a maximum in two inputs. So what is the actually this answer is not clear here. What's the value here? A. What's the gate? A and T and gate and gate, right? Then like here. Okay, this is AND gate. This is AND gate. This is not gate. This is this is AND gate. This is OR gate. Right. Okay, here what they say, A means this is pressure, this is temperature, this is what? pH. Right. S- pH. Okay. This pH value. Okay. So pH and temperature. How it come? We'll see. This is correct. Okay. Here, temperature less than 35. Temperature less than 35 means what? Temperature less than 35 means 1. Then T is 1. Okay, T is 1. Then pH. pH value greater than 7. That means that is also 1. Correct. This is 1, 1. Okay. That is your answer is okay for so far. Here should be 1. Here it should be 1. Here 1. Then is here is at the moment 1. Okay, next value we see pressure. Okay. This is the second condition. Pressure greater than or equal 80. That means pressure greater than or equal 80 means 1. That means here 1. Okay. Then temperature. Temperature is what? Oh, oh, oh. Back, back. Right. Temperature greater than or equal 35. That means greater than or equal 35, 0. That means temperature here, here 1, then here 0. Right. 1, 0. It's O gate, right? Is that the O gate? Oh, oh, oh. No, it's an AND gate, no? See, and there's AND should be there. Wait. No, not gate. I am saying that this is AND, no. So this is pressure and temperature. Both should be satisfied. No, pressure is greater than or equal 80, right? Then pressure greater than or equal 80 means here 1. That is okay, no? Got it? This one? Greater than or equal 80 means here it says the 1. That is okay. I am asking next one. What is the next condition? Next condition is temperature greater than or equal 35. That means temperature greater than or equal 35 means 0, no? So Here temperature, here 1, it's not gate 0. Okay. Now how it come NAND, AND gate? Answer should be what here? Huh? This is AND gate, right? You said that, right? Sorry. Like this, right? Yeah. Then AND gate, this is 1. This is also 1. I think, wait, I think that should be correct. Should be NAND gate. Wait, we'll check the answer. Here, wait. Wait, here, what's here? It's AND gate. It's how it come AND gate. Then here, no, if it is get here, it's 0, 0, 1, 1. T equals 0. A and T. A T. Question, you go to the question A and T. A and T. A and T first one. First one. A here. A. Greater than 35. Greater than 35 means A and T means this, no? Yeah, A and T temperature and pH. Okay. Mm, A means pH. pH greater than 7. That means 1. Temperature less than 35. That means 0. So T should be 0. 0 and here should be 1, no? Yeah, here 0. Here 1. Right? Correct? Am I correct? Temperature, temperature value 0 means, sorry, temperature should be 1, no? Greater than 35, that temperature should be 1. pH value should be, no, pH value also 1. No, that is 1, 1, no? That is correct. Okay, that is correct. 1, 1. Okay, that means this one is okay. That is 1, 1. As this answer, it says it's 1, 1. It's 1, 1, then it is 1. That is okay. Here it should be 0. Here it should be 1. If it is 0, 1, actually this should be a NAND gate. Otherwise, how it come, no? Did you get my point? You can't keep it AND gate, right? Can you keep it? Huh? See, temperature 0 means what? Temperature 0 means we go to the result of table. Temperature 0 means this temperature greater than or equal 35. Yes, that is correct. No, greater than or equal table. That means should be 0. Then pressure greater than or equal 8. That means 1. Then 0, 1 definitely it should be a NAND gate. right? I think your marking scheme is wrong, right? This is NAND gate. Otherwise, it 0 1 definitely it won't be 1, no? How it come 1? So then what you can do, it's not a, you can have this, this is and oh, wait, we'll check that also. This also and no, then it definitely should be NAND gate. I think you agree with me, right? Yes, this should be AND gate. NAND gate, right? Okay? Okay, great. Right, okay, that is okay. We'll go to the next question. Right. So this is a checked digit, right? This is this is check digits used to ensure the accuracy of the input data. The 7-digit code number has an extra digit on the right. Call the check digit. Okay. So this is the calculations where what's your result? Check digit is 6. It's 6, right? The answer is 6, right? Finally. Okay, check the answer. Should Yes, answer is correct. So that is correct. So that is, check digits. Normally, it's we have to calculate, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, each and every value, right? We have to multiply. That means here, correct. Here, uh, from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you have multiply this. This is 4. This is 4. This is 12. This is this is 4. This is 25. This is 0. This is 56. 56, 25, 4, 12, 4, 5. You are adding 1, 5, right? 105. Then you are divided by modulus 11. Then you will remainder is 6. So check digit is 6. Right. That is correct. Good. That answer is correct. Right. An operator has just keyed in the following code number. Okay. Has the operator correctly keyed in the code number? Show all your workings. Right. So the operator has just keyed in the following code number: 342 3240045X. Right. So yeah, multiply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 numbers. Yes, you multiply, you got adding 11. You got a result called 66. 66. Okay, remainder, no, 77. Remainder is 1. So C is wrong. Right. This code number is wrong. X is given. The remainder should be the 10. This is what? Yes. Okay.
but its remainder is 1, so the check digit does not match with the calculated one. Right, right. So it says that the remainder gives a check digit, remainder is 10, check digit is x, right? Okay, this x is, they are asking that this value is correct because the answer is there's a point here. The remainder gives the, this is the point for the that particular question. Point number 4. The remainder gives the check digit. This x comes, it says that it x comes only because of this value x will be exit if only what? If only check digit is 10. Yes, correct. If this x if this x value x is exit, only the 10 digit remainder is 10. It this answer is this question is point is here. It's the remainder gives the check digit. If the remainder is 10, then the check digit is x. Now we have to check whether we have to check the question is the operator has a just keyed in the following code number. There's a x is there. The x is should exit. So they are having the check digit is 10. So now we have to find the check digit. How you find the check digit? We have to use the modulus level check digit system. So we are every time we are what we are doing is we are calculating this 3 into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 4 into 0 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 0 plus then what's sorry, I made a mistake here. It should be multiplied by 1, it should be multiplied by 2, it should be multiplied by 3, it should be multiplied by 4, it should be multiplied by 5, should be multiplied by 6, should be multiplied by 7. Here 7 multiplied by 35, here 24, 4 into 6, 24, then this is value 0, then 4 into 3, 12, then 2 into 2, 2, 1 into 3, 3. Okay, altogether 3 plus 4 plus 12 plus 24 plus 35, you will get 78. So you have to 11 divide by 11 because of we are finding the modulus level. Remainder is 77. No, 7. There are 7 11s. So remainder is 1. So remainder is 1. So this is wrong. And you have to give the answer. That is correct. You will get, I think, how many marks? You will get for this 3 marks. What was the answer for this paper, Sihat? So, I mean, sorry, what was the total marks you got for this paper? No, no, no. I'm asking this is the paper you have done in school, right? I'm asking the are they giving the result so far? Mm-hmm. Got it, got it. Right. Yeah, okay. Okay, right. So I think now you can mark it, right? So you know the what are the correct and wrong answers, right? When data is transmitted from one device to another, the parity check is often carried out the each byte of data. The parity bit is often the leftmost bit in the byte. Yes, we already know that. Uh, when the data is transmitted, so we can use the parity check. That means from one computer to another, when you are transferring data, so the to check whether the received data is the exact data from it comes, so you can check the parity check. This is error checking mechanism. The parity check we have a even parity and the odd parity. Odd parity means total should be odd number. Even parity means total should be even number. So normally at the end of the bit you will add a parity bit, right? So for this parity bit, 1111001110. So how many numbers? 1, 2, here 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is even parity. So then you can put here 0. Then this is parity bit is 0. How about this one? This 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. There's a 1. So 1 is odd parity. Then you should have a 1. Then it should be even parity. So your answer is correct. Right. Okay, next one, the parity check can often detect corruption of bytes. Describe the situation in which it cannot detect corruption of bytes. So, but you can't check the swapping of numbers, no? අපි කියනවා transfer, right? It will not detect the error if the numbers are byte have changed. While yes, that is correct. So there's a term we can say that. We'll check that in your marking scheme. Yeah, this is the word. Transposition errors has occurred. And even numbers of digits are changed. That also change. And this transposition errors can occur. So these are the two answers. I think your answer is okay. Okay, this one. Mm, wait, here we check this transposition word. Right. Okay, we check this. What is this transposition? Check digit is the final digit included in the code. We know that. It is calculated from all other digit in the code. Okay, we know that. Check digit are used for barcode, product code, international standard book numbers, ISBN, international standard book numbers, and VIN, vehicle identification number. Check digit are used to identify errors in data entry caused by mistyping or misscanning barcode. They usually they can usually detect the following type of errors. First one, an incorrect digit entered, right? Transposition errors where two numbers have changed order. For example, see, that's right. So here you remember what's this transposition errors means. The word transposition errors means where two numbers have changed order. Now there should be the correct value is 0, 5037, but we are getting what? 5307. That means these numbers are SAP. That's called, I said that sapping. Sapping the numbers. Sapping the adjacent numbers. Sapping the adjacent numbers. Okay. Right. Where two numbers have change order. Got it? Order එක මාරු වෙලා. Okay? Right. Otherwise, right. So this kind of a value, can you check with the parity check? No, we can't check. Remember the term called transposition, right? Right. I think transposition errors you can't check. That means swapping the numbers. And what is there? They say that first one. And even number of digits are changed. Yeah, that is also possible. So digit can be changed. That means, but even number, calculated numbers are even, total calculated numbers are even, but finally it like this. So this is the value. So here 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So this value comes like this: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. No, sorry, 0, 0. Right. Anyway, this is also what? Which parity? Even parity, right? This is only 2. But here also, this is 4. That is also even parity. But you are transferring this, but you are getting this. There are two numbers, it has been changed somewhere, right? So even here like this also, that is also, so that kind of a things happen, right? Okay, so this is odd parity. Uh, okay, how you are using the odd parity? Write the appropriate parity bit for each register shown the given outcome. So 1 1 1 here 0, that is correct. 1 1 1, that is 0, correct. 1 1, how about C? C, yes, C is, yeah, it's incorrectly. Yes, 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 it's 0. Other, these two are correct, correct. So because this is incorrect, so it should be definitely 0. This is incorrect value. These are two correct values, right? So anyway, this is parity bit is, they say that which parity bit we have to use? Odd parity. Odd parity has been used an error detection method, right? While we are doing odd parity, first 1, 2, and 3 are make it as a odd parity. It transfers as odd parity. It is correct, but other one is this last one is it says that it's wrong. That means it's not comply with the odd parity. So you know the comply with the odd parity. This is 1 1. This is 1 1 0 0 0 1 0. Then anyway it's odd is there, so it should be 0 because this is correct. This is 1 1 1. This is again odd parity. Here you put 0. Here it was, if it is put 1 only, this is correct, but they say that the register C has been transmitted incorrectly. Then that means we should know that okay, this should be incorrect. We have to make it incorrect. That means we have to make it not the odd parity. Then we have to make it actually it's we have to make it even parity. Then we have to put 0 because this is transmitted is incorrect. That's why we put 0. It become a even parity. These are odd parity. Right. That is also correct. Okay. So what is this? I think this is yeah. I checked this. There are some mistake in here. Right? We check that. We'll do this as well. Blair writes the paragraph about the data transmission in her computer science examination. Use the list given below. Complete the Blair's paragraph by inserting the correct 5 missing terms. This is key point. Key point is this what? All, not all items will be used. That means there are 5 points. They are saying that for these answers, sometime it won't be use all. That means exactly one, and like this it won't come. Sometimes either we can use either two times, either this two times, or either this one time, something like that. That's the idea. The question is you have to understand the first question. Not all item will be used. That means whatever the answer they are giving, we don't want to use all. Even they are saying another point, terms can be used more than once. That means sometimes the serial word I have to use twice, depending on the line, depending on the sentence, depending on the correct term. We have to put that. So this is kind of a tricky question. Why I am saying tricky? Because they have given five answers: duplex, half duplex, parallel, serial, and simplex. They have given five answers. In that five answers, and below that they are giving the sentence, and they are giving the blank five lines, and they say that okay, these five answers, all five answered won't be come to the exam, but some of the answer can be duplicate or replicate, or some of the answer can be used twice, more than once, twice or three times, two time, don't know. So this is very tricky question. Okay. First of all, we will discuss what is this point. Okay, duplex. What do you mean by the duplex? Duplex means you can send the data as well as receive. Send and receive. Duplex. You can send data, even you can receive data. Duplex. Right? Okay. Then what is half duplex? Yeah. Here actually duplex, I'll tell you, right? This is duplex means you can send and receive data at the same time, simultaneously. Send data and receive data. This is computer A, this is computer B at the same time. At the same time. That's called duplex. Half duplex means even you can send data and receive data at the same time, but not at the same time. Right? You can send data, but at a time, one at a time. Either send or receive. Send or receive. One at a time. Not at the same time. That means the example for Wokito. Right? Wokito. Wokito. So Wokito is the example. So Wokito, there are policemen using, like most of the traffic police people they use. So they say that even the military people in the war they use. That means small antenna, small like a big phone with the antenna. They say that over. They are speaking. After they speak, they say that over. Over means okay. I stop the conversation. Now you speak. Now you listen. So this is like listen and send, something like that. If you are sending, you have to listen. If you are listening, they will send, something like that. So it half duplex means it's not at the same time. It once at a time you can send, either send or receive. That's the idea about half duplex. Okay, now we will go to the what is this simplest? Simplest means right? Simplex means you are transmission data only for one direction. For example, we say dialog antenna, dialog antenna, or whatever antenna. They are giving only channels to our TV. We can't speak them, so they are broadcasting. Or TV radio. So their data transmission happen like this. Radio waves. They are only broadcasted radio waves to the air. Then we will capture from our antenna, and we are tuning the antenna, the UFH and VFF channels, and we will listen the radio. It's a broadcast. It's the simplest method. It says simplest. I think you are clear on these things. And the serial and parallel. So serial and parallel means serial. Serial communication means you are sending a one bit at a time. You are sending a one bit at a time. That is called serial. Sending one bit at a time. Serial communication. Parallel means you are sending what? Several bits at a time. Got it? Several bits at a time. Right. So that's the idea of all words. Right. We will go through now. So we will check the answer. Here say that simple data transmission is what they are saying. You say that simplest data transmission is when data is transmitted a single bit at a time. It's not a symbol bit. It's a what? Serial, right? Half duplex data transmission is when multiple bits of a data are sent at once. When multiple bit of data are sent at once. That is called parallel, no? We will check later with the answer sheet. If you want to transmit data over a long distance with the highest chance of accuracy, serial data transmission used to be over the long distance, right? Over a long distance, we will keep that for that. If data need to be transmitted in one direction only, for example, from a computer to printer, that is what? Simplex, no? Only one direction, no? Simplex. If the data has a large amount of if the user has a large amount of data to transmit, and this needs to be done quickly as possible, then you can use parallel. Yes, this is okay. So we miss this is here. If you want to transmit over a long distance with the highest chance of accuracy, yes, serial is correct. We check the answer. Answer should be serial, parallel, serial, parallel, serial, simplest. Serial, parallel, serial, simplest, parallel. Right, correct. So I think you are one answer is this is wrong. Where first one, no? This is wrong, right? Yes. This is yeah, this is wrong. And two, no? There are two. There are two, no? More than two, no? How many wrong answers? check whether, yeah, this is wrong from your answer. This is wrong. This is wrong. And this is also wrong. See, you made a lot of mistake here, this question. Three mistake, right? So you can't make these mistake like very simple. So that's why so these see these concept are no, it's like this. These concept are all are similar, no, that's why. So the very small differentiate is there. But anyway, for the examination purpose, you should know the exact difference between. For example, simplest, definitely simplest should be, what is the example? It should be a one direction only. That's a key thing, right? Half duplex, no. Half duplex, it's wrong. Data transfer is when multiple bits at once. So that is wrong. Half duplex means it sends the data only for one direction at a time. So that's the definition, right? Okay, Siad, I think you understand this is what you have, what are the mistake you have made, right? Right. Okay, right. Okay, this is the printing one. So we will. So this is the. So I will because I have to discuss this. This what the printing means. This thing. This is about the laser printer and the inkjet printer. Mostly they will check the laser and the inkjet printer. So I will discuss that laser and inkjet printer in another session. And here also we have discussed so far. Right. This is okay. We have stopped here. We talk about the XSL because this is this security chapter. I think have you read this? I have given the I have sent you right the note. Siad, I think I have sent this note to you. This is very important note. Did you read this? You read it, right? Ah, you read it. Good. Right. So, okay, because see, I have to discuss. This is most of the questions coming from this, right? Okay, I think this I'll I'll finish this also. Question number 5. This is say collectively username and password can also be provided protection. Definitely, see every user account. That's why we have user accounts. Why we have in the computer? Why we have in the user account? You know, user account. It's a security. Same laptop, there are we can create many users. So, for example, if you have a laptop, you can create a user account for your brother, no? So ask to okay, if you want to log to this computer, you use your username and password. So that is another profile. There are different CS profile. Different profile you can create. The profile means a user account. Every user has a profile, computer profile, right? So, and even every user has a username and password. So that is the basic authentication, username and the password. Every system, even the email address, whatever the system, they say that okay, username and the password. This is the basic authentication method. Basic authentication method, right? Basic authentication method, username and the password. So that's why it says logo when someone log on your your school your network at school, you have to type in your user ID and the password. This identified you to the network as an authorized user. This is authorized, so actually not the authorized. So authorized, so this should be authenticated. Authenticated. Authenticated means it find who you are. Every time who you are. That is called authentication. Authorization means authorization means what? Authorization means what you can do. Authorize what kind of activities you are authorized, what you can do. So that's the definition of authorization and the authentication. Any sensible company will ensure that staff need a user ID and the password to gain access to. Yes, that's right. Every company, so if you have 100 or 1,000 employees, right, in your computer network, assuming that every employee has a laptop or desktop, definitely they will get a unique username and the password to their account, right? This should reduce the risk of outsider being able to get onto the system and damage data. Yeah, this is a very basic authentication method. Username and the password. Every system, this this is there. Right, okay, so what we can do, we will, we will stop the class at the moment, right? So today we have discussed even a lot of important things. So from next month onwards, we will keep we will do the classes, right? So please refer my notes, right? Please refer my notes and you you understand whatever the mistake you have done. I think in this paper you have done a few mistake in the logic gates and the last we have discussed this sentence and all, right? The words, the keywords and all. Yes, data transmission and so here you okay, yeah, these modulus 11 and all you have done correctly. Other than that, this digital, I think you have made some here also some one mistake, no? Not here, this down, no? Here, here, logic gates, and that's it, right? Yes. Okay, anyway, so then you please you study well, right? I think you have time now. So I think you better you can easily get the good mark, right? Okay, have a nice day, Siat. Okay, okay, take care. Bye.